Hello, today we'll discuss about the basic structure of machine learning. Last time we have discussed about the machine learning types and what is the use cases, the different machine learnings. So let's begin with over overall a picture of machine learning. So first of all, we have to get any machine learning problems, and there might be hurdles how to get the data. So there is a data acquisition and understanding. Then we have to clean our data because of many major times we will get that kind of data. There is so many uh, noises, so we have to clean that and then train our model. And after that we have to look up the model evaluation. That model will be the underfitting or overfitting, or it might be fitted that model according to our data. Then next term it will comes to the deployment parts. There our model has to be monitored there. After that deployment, that's the whole architecture of the machine learning. So first of all we have to look at in a detailed view what is the business understanding. So business understanding, it is depends on the problem. So if we get any problems, so we have to solve some business problems there. So we know whole pipelines of the business, whether that problem is suitable for that business, or where we are finding some fault there in business. So we have to cut down all the our labor or worker, or might be other any kind of problem we are facing in that business. So we have to look up by this solution. So likewise we are trying to detect credit card fraud detections. So there is a flaws there. So how to find that credit card flows, what is the pattern on the fraud. So we look up at all the things. It might be fault on our system sides, or it might be there is some any rules break behind there, so they are taking advantage. So that's all. Today we have to look up on that things. So it depends on the our business. Likewise we have to trying to finding medications in the medical business. So on the basis of our gene we try lots of chemicals on that, and after that we are trying to find a cure of any disease. So it's all depends on our medical system. So there need to be uh, uh, less chance less chance of error has to be happen. So by this requirement we took such kind of precisions. So let's look on the other part, data acquisition and understanding. So what is that? So if we get any problems there, we need some data. Without any data machine learning is never work. We have only one data, two data, it might be so costlier to build our machine learning system. So it is far better to do manually that work. Because of very less data, there is no need such kind of system there, and it will not work for that. Just because of it might be possibility to that model would be the overfitted, or that would be might be underfitted. So if we have lots of data, so there is machine learning comes in the picture, and they will work very well. Just because of if we have lots of data, then there is a very difficult to find by human. So what is the use cases and what would be the problems would be there. So by machine learning it will find the pattern there, and they will relate all the things by mathematical equation or by predefined machine learning algorithm whatever we have right now. So we try to find the data source. What would be the data source? It might be the APIs or it might be the database. So what is the data source? And next thing is, what is the pipeline? So how the data could be flow in our machine learning system? So it may come from by the user side, and they will then will go to the database system. Then we will try to fetch that data in our machine learning systems. So that's the way we have to try to build our pipeline. And what would be the environment? So if we trying to uh, fetch that data, so there need to be some environment required, because without any environment it is not possible to collect that data. Then after that it will comes to clean our data and wrangling them, and some exploration is also needed. So what is the visual part is saying, what is the correlation between them with our target variables to the independent variables. So why cleaning is necessary? Cleaning is necessary just because of there is so many noise, because of sometimes from user side there is some field has been missed just because of they have not time, or might be there is so many possibility, or that time our system is not work properly, so that column has been blanked. So we need to clean that data, whether they have filled blank, we have to delete them, or we have to filled by any average number, or that's kind of thing we have to do. Then it comes to the feature engineering. So what is the feature engineering we have to do there? Usually feature engineering we try to do try to find some pattern, like drawing by a box plot. We usually try to remove all the things like outliers. Those are not usual for me, and other things we are trying to find there. That data might be a cyclic one, so we have to try the time series algorithm. Other things that data might not be any correlation between them in independent data. So we have 2-3 algorithm like linear regression or decision tree. If we have any correlation there, then we have to try the supervised support vector algorithm. Such kind of algorithm we try on the basis of whatever the feature engineering saying to do our data. Then after finding the pattern there, and we have decided which kind of algorithm we have to put there, so we have to train our model, and after that train our model, we have to evaluate. So without any evaluation, our machine learning part will never end, just because of only just we have trained that model. It means that model is giving us very high accuracy. It doesn't means that model will be the very reliable, like sometime it happens they will give very good accuracy, but in terms of going to testing phase they will just giving very less accuracy there. So that kind of model is said to be overfitted model, and sometimes it happens to be our model is giving very less accuracy, but still they are giving it very uh, high accuracy when it going in testing phase. That is also called underfitting model. So how to resolve this situation? By so we have to try some hyper tuning there. So we try to some customize tuning in our model. So that way we have to make it more reliable as overfitted or underfitted model. So we have to try to sure there our training or testing phase accuracy should be overlapping there, not would be the equal. It never would be happen. So then our model becomes a very stable version. Then we have to go deploy it on like AWS and Heroku and might be Azure. After deployment part, there is a no end of game. So we have to watch out time to time, just because of when data will come like very noisy data, or it might be very fraudulent data by this model. So there is a chance to be our model not would be work that time. So we have trained on the basis of previous data, so that time it will not work. So that time we have to train again on the basis of requirement. So monitoring system is so necessary. So that's the whole structure of the machine learning. It's the basic one, it is not advanced. If you want to know about the advanced version, there is so many features evolve around this overview picture. So that's all today. Next day we will come with next interview question. That's all today.